Show everyone just how big of a What's Wrong with Wrestling fan you are by supporting the show on Patreon. You can get access to exclusive recaps that can't be seen anywhere else, a follow from the show on Twitter, and you could even be a guest on the show. We have one new supporter this week, so thank you to Dean Cherry. And if you want to be as cool as good old Dino, just go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
So, is this on?
Last Monday, the Raw Commissioner, Stephanie McMahon, made an announcement that Alexa Bliss will put the Raw Women's Championship on the line in the first ever women's...
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with where in the world is my brother Joe Pisano?
I am in San Jose, California.
Okay.
And I am in a hotel room that's literally right outside of Levi Stadium.
Nice.
Little known fact, the San Francisco 49ers no longer play in San Francisco.
Wow, I'm glad
they play in Santa Clara, which is over an hour from San Francisco.
I'm glad you cleared that up for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, some people didn't know.
Right.
Like me.
Yeah.
When I'm here in San Jose/Santa Clara. But Andrew, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Who is my favorite superhero?
The Hulk.
The Hulk. And as much as I loved Thor Ragnarok, what was my one issue with Thor Ragnarok?
That Hulk was a big dumb idiot.
Hulk was like a goofy bastard.
Yeah.
Enter the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a monster? Or is he a Hulk cartoon from 1987?
He was a monster, and
like,
now he's
like
not.
This big, he's like this goofy, funny idiot now.
Yeah.
He's like more Hogan red and gold than he is a monster.
He totally is.
The whole guitar thing was a joke.
Remember I said last week he's like looking at the crowd, like basically like doing the hand signals, like who wants the power slam? Who wants to see it?
He was doing the thing that you do once the show goes off the air for the local crowd because it's not part of the canon. It's not part of the story, the kayfabe, whatever.
Yeah.
You could do that stuff, but he does it on TV. Now he comes out. Dude, he barely says, like, full sentences.
No.
Even in his promos, Braun's going to do what Braun's going to do.
Yeah.
And then he comes out with a show, and he's like, so, Elias, I'm going to sing a song to you now.
Yeah,
and it's going to be super weird and silly and childish because I'm a cartoon.
Yep. They jumped the Braun.
What they're doing. I don't.
I don't know.
So,
well, Joe,
anyway.
I have some more bad news for you, though.
I know. Eric is on a cruise, and he cannot be with us today.
Eric Hamilton is on a cruise, and he cannot be with us.
Old school, back in the old days, just the brothers of Bash.
That's right. He's also Instagramming pictures of his feet on Instagram, and that's gross.
I know. One more, and he actually eliminates himself from the show.
Yes.
A rule that I slid in there years ago.
I think you also get banned by Instagram, so you better be careful.
You got to be real careful with that man foot.
Yeah.
Freaky bastard.
Yeah. So anyways, no, that is bad news, but I have some more bad news, I'm afraid.
Oh, what's up?
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Oh.
I'm not the only one in this studio.
Well, look, I hope you're messing with me because the only bad news, if this can't be who I think it could be.
Yeah.
It's Handsome Josh here to make the WWW regular podcast.
You only said 3 W's that time.
WWW universe glorious by having Handsome Josh on the show. Joe, I want to welcome you to the show.
What? Okay.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate that, man.
No problem. So now we can start.
Special guest.
We can start. Special guest. I am the guest. You're the guest on my show, Joe.
I said I'm the special guest. I agreed with you.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm never special.
You're never special, Andrew, but you're solid. You're solid. You're there all the time. You're like a rock, like a Gibraltar.
I'm like The Rock.
Yeah, like
He's
The
like
Rock.
The Rock?
Yeah, okay. I'll
Yeah,
take it. You
yeah.
know, sexiest man alive, right?
Yeah.
Biggest box office draw in history.
And about to be the president of the United States.
We can only
Hey,
hope.
we can only hope. Damn it. That was my line.
That's why we're brothers. So
Why we're brothers.
there was another week of Raw and SmackDown, if you could believe it.
Has
I
not
know.
been canceled yet.
Has not been canceled yet. No.
Oh,
Shocking. And look, that's what this podcast is about, so we have to recap it. So I guess
do we have to?
I guess,
Look, the show is so piss poor. So
hey,
piss poor.
this is the road to WrestleMania.
Oh my God. It's so easy to not suck right now, and it still sucks.
It's like when it's like you can't mess up making a waffle, right? Like waffles are waffles. Like
You can.
You just pop them in.
You can.
How could you mess that up?
Use
No,
cornmeal.
you can't.
Like all the fans, everyone's super excited. Any wrestling fans like, oh my God, it's WrestleMania. This is awesome. And yet they somehow make us not excited for it.
It's unbelievable.
And every upcoming match in these next pay-per-views are like 7-man, 5-man,
They don't know
5
what
women
to do.
matches.
It's like Raw is predictable and it sucks.
Yeah.
SmackDown is unpredictable right now and it sucks.
SmackDown is just completely copying what happens on Raw.
Right.
With the
Kind
with,
of.
with the two women factions. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, at least all three of the women wrestle in one faction.
The bad factions win and lose the same weeks. Like if Absolution wins on Raw, then it's like, okay, you can be sure that Riot Squad is gonna win on SmackDown.
That is true. The Riot Squad,
It's every week.
Squad
It's like that.
does
It's like
do the
hand in
same.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll start with Monday Night Raw, which kicks off with John Cena. So, no Roman Reigns to start, no Stephanie McMahon to start. So, maybe this could be pretty good. Maybe
How
it could
about
be-
you?
Yeah.
John Cena is amazing.
Apple dough. That's right.
Apple dough.
So, Cena tells the crowd if he doesn't win the Elimination Chamber, then he doesn't think he'll have a spot at WrestleMania.
I felt sad for him. I couldn't believe that. John Cena without a spot at WrestleMania? That doesn't seem right.
His first line, he's already trolling everybody.
I thought the bell would toll right then and there.
Yeah,
Well, no,
exactly.
you did hear that he did say WrestleMania season does bring
Yes.
a dead man back to life.
No, well, he didn't exactly say that, so you messed it up. This
Oh,
is why.
shit.
Yeah.
This is why I type my notes, Josh, so I can get it right.
Well, I didn't
But
know
then-
you got to that part
But
yet,
then
Andrew.
you jumped the gun and messed it up. What he actually
Oh,
said
Lord.
was,
Andrew, hold on, Andrew. Before you say what he actually says, I remember it, like Josh.
Right.
I'm going to have your back, Josh.
Thank you.
He said, it's WrestleMania season. I'm definitely wrestling The Undertaker.
That's
what I
exactly
heard.
what I heard.
That's what I heard, Josh.
Thank you,
It was
Joe.
a lot more clear coming from Joe.
Jesus.
So
Go
it
ahead,
is-
Andrew. What did he actually say?
It was a little. It wasn't as subtle as I guess John Cena hoped it would because the old internet jumped on it. But
Yeah.
he said WrestleMania can bring a legend back from the dead.
Oh, I mixed it. Okay.
Mixed it.
Shit.
It could also bring a legend back from Raw's 25th anniversary, apparently.
Right.
I'm not even sure if he was referring to The Undertaker. I think he kind of meant himself.
Yeah,
Honestly, right? He was referring to himself.
maybe.
Talking himself in fourth
Well,
person.
I mean, my last WrestleMania didn't go so well. I got engaged. They made, you know what? The new WWF Attitude commercial. Like, yeah, broke my neck. He made me do this. He made me fuck a deer. He made me propose to Nikki.
Yeah.
He made me get married.
To be fair,
Yeah.
it's only for a TV show, so I mean,
Right.
is it real marriage?
Well, look, it's going to be a year and they're not married yet. What is this, a very long engagement? I mean, I know
guys,
about those, but
Everything we see on WWE programming is a work. We know that now.
right.
This is the truth.
We finally know that.
Let's stop being surprised about things, please.
Yeah. I can't believe it, really. No, anyway, so Johnny Boy says that he will win the Elimination Chamber, go on to WrestleMania, and defeat Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Jesus, John.
Right. As if anyone wants to see that. Although I guess we'd rather see that than Roman, but okay.
Yeah.
Still,
We would.
it's another repeat match. We've seen Lesnar, Cena multiple times. So then The Miz comes out with his Miz Taraj, and he tells Cena, "You think you're going to beat Brock Lesnar? You're the founding father of Suplex City."
Ooh.
Which is a great line.
That's pretty good. The good
Mainly
Zan.
because it's true.
Right.
So Miz says that he will beat Lesnar, but Cena tells him that if that match ever happens, it will be Miz's last match because he will die.
Which is also a fair statement.
Yeah, I guess so. So they continue to argue. Cena challenges The Miz to a match with the loser being in the chamber match first. And then Miz says, "Why would I take that chance?" But then Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel beat up Cena. For some reason, they're able to beat up Cena, but like if Cena wrestled them in a match, he'd win easily. But
well, they did it at the same time. You know, it's different.
Okay, so they beat up Cena. They do some combination move that we've never seen from them before.
Yeah.
But okay, so Miz then says, "Why would I take that chance? Because I'm smarter than you." And then he calls for a referee to get out here. Kurt Angle comes out first to make the match official, but tells Curtis and Dallas that they're eliminated from ringside. So the ref still comes out. He starts the match while Cena is passed out on his back. like this is a Money in the Bank contract match. Like that's how Daniel Bryan beat Big Show. Like Big Show is passed out and Daniel Bryan just laid on him.
Right.
So he goes for the pin, but Cena kicks out.
Damn.
And then they kick out of each of their finishers.
Yeah.
Miz tries to hit the skull-crushing finale from the second rope, but then Cena picks him up and AA's Miz off the second rope and pins him for the win.
Yep.
And then JoJo says, "Your winner of the match, John Cena, and the loser of the match, The Miz."
I've never heard that before.
No, never. Like sometimes like the wrestler would grab a mic and do that. Like I remember Ziggler did that to Corbin.
Right.
Not the announcer.
But that was the only time you heard that for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
The winner of the match, John Cena. The loser of the match, The Miz.
And The
Not
Miz.
in the match,
Right.
the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not my boyfriend Bray. Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
So yeah, she also says The Miz will enter the chamber first, but when you think about it, whoever enters the chamber first gets a pod.
What do you mean?
Like when the match starts, like
they get loaded in.
the first 4 people that make their entrance to the ring get in pods. So if he enters the chamber first,
I don't think that's what they meant.
just get in a pod. Just get in a pod, Miz.
I'm with you, Joe, but if you're thinking meta like Andrew.
Uh-huh. Well, look, Edge proved you can just beat someone up and take their place.
Yeah, my God. And he won the friggin' title that night.
It was great. I loved it.
Jesus.
So our second match on Raw, because that was a match, is Gallows and Anderson versus The Revival. We're continuing this.
Who are nerds.
I'm sure it's going nowhere. Yeah, before the match, Gallows and Anderson cut a backstage promo, and the nerdometer explodes. And then Michael Cole asks Corey Graves, "Hey Corey, where do you think I'd be on the nerdometer?"
He'd be up there.
And then he's like, "Oh, you'd be off the charts, Cole." But like, why would anyone ask that question? Hey, where would I be on the? Am I a nerd?
Right.
You fucking idiot.
Do you think I'm unfuckable? I'm unfuckable, right?
Hey,
no, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Where am I on the ugly meter? Like super ugly? Yeah, you're fucking ugly.
Oh yeah, you fell off the ugly tree.
Yes. So
and hit every damn branch on the way out.
What? So Dash and Dawson attack the two Good Brothers while they make their entrance. But
smart.
Yeah, the match eventually starts anyway because Gallows and Anderson are good guys now because they're best friends with Finn Balor. So
who's a bad guy? So yeah. I don't really know how any of this works.
TBD, I'd say, but who knows? So thankfully, the revival get a win back after hitting the Shatter Machine on Anderson. And that's pretty much it there.
Yeah. Not too exciting of a match.
That might be a pre-show match at Elimination Chamber. It was at the Rumble. It was a pre-show match. So probably,
and it might still be a pre-show match at WrestleMania.
You know what? Let's go with that.
For sure.
I mean, you know how long WrestleMania is. So good God.
Right.
So next up, Kurt Angle comes out to make some announcements. And first he tells us that at Elimination Chamber, Ronda Rousey will be signing her Monday Night Raw contract. Now, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
That's the first we're hearing that she's on Raw, right?
Right.
I guess.
They never said that before, that she's on Raw.
They never said it.
They didn't mention it, yeah.
So, like, shouldn't Kurt Angle be like, oh, yeah, by the way, fuck you, SmackDown, I got Rousey.
Right. Right.
They never mentioned anything about that.
Or the reason the contract signing is then is because Shane McMahon will come out and be like, hold on a minute. No one said she was on Raw. She's going to be on SmackDown. Then she signed SmackDown, and then she agrees to face Charlotte at WrestleMania?
Well, Joe, I agree with you there, because that would make sense, because he said that she's signing. It's not that she signed a deal. But
I think
there's only
Raw
one
contract.
time a year that SmackDown and Raw that mingle with each other.
Yeah.
And that's
There's only
Survivor
one time.
Series, so it definitely won't
There's
be.
only one time, and that's the Raw 25th anniversary. Oh, wait. Yeah, so, I mean, Joe, that's a good idea, but, I mean, you're talking about WWE and good ideas.
That's true.
So I'm sorry.
God damn it. That's
so
true.
just while we think about this just for a second,
Yeah.
why is Rousey signing with Raw? Because there's only really two good women on SmackDown. That's it, two.
I don't know. I guess Kurt offered more money. We'll get to it later because there's a lot of rumors on Rousey again. So we'll get to that in
a lot of
rumors.
All right.
But Kurt also says that his son, Jason Jordan, had neck surgery and will miss WrestleMania. And of course, the crowd cheers. And then Kurt tells the crowd that they should be ashamed of themselves for cheering his son's injury. And
God, it was great. So great.
Then he really struggles with his lines. And I'm going to try to keep it in here, but take a listen.
I know Jason Jordan might not be your favorite WWE superstar, but he is a human being, and he is my son. And all I want is for you to wish him get better wishes on his return. That's all.
What?
All I want is for you to wish my son better
He
wishes.
goes, get better wishes?
Josh, do your Roderick Strong impression with him saying that.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, he's still. All I want is for you to wish my son better wisness.
That's like someone who is like, hey, Kurt, I got this genie here. I wish for a new house. I wish for like a really good sandwich. And then my third wish was, I wish for like $1,000. And then Kurt's like, get better wishes. Like, get better wishes.
Is it just
that's Kurt's hi, how are you moment.
Is it just me, or does Kurt sound like Lenny from Of Mice and Men?
Well,
Yeah.
it's him.
He's getting
Hi,
worse.
George.
I mean,
George.
he's getting a lot worse.
Again, it's just
He
him.
is, isn't he? It's like a
just
downward
him.
spiral.
It's just him trying to remember his lines. That's why he's so slow when he delivers his lines. He couldn't even remember the first ever women's Elimination Chamber match. Right. Women's.
I got it out this time, guys.
Yeah.
I miss Mick Foley.
Right. Well, but it's
R.I.P. Mick Foley.
It's not good. So
I mean, Kurt Angle, but it's almost like Shawn Michaels coming back and being commissioner and screwing up his lines. Like, Kurt Angle was good on the mic. He shouldn't be this bad now.
I think it's because when Kurt was a wrestler, he had like freedom to cut his own promos, like not an exact script. And being Raw commissioner, there's like nothing to that. So like, I just don't think he gives a shit.
Whoa. You're telling me he doesn't make matches?
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Whoa, Andrew, you just like shattered my mind.
Wow,
here.
peeled the onion back for Josh.
He's just pretty sure, though.
Yeah.
He's not 100%.
Not 100%.
He does a lot of texting.
He does. So anyways, Seth Rollins comes out and reminisces about the good old days when he was a piece of shit bad guy. But hey, I was WWE champion and I was the whole fucking show.
Too real.
It's kind of funny how he says that, yet like last year he was saying about how much he hated that guy. He was like, man, I was a piece of shit. I really regret those days.
But, man, when I was a heel, I sure knew how to win.
But I was the champion. I wasn't a tag champion with the guy everyone hates.
So this is good news for him because Kurt was like, well, I can find you another tag team partner. He's like, oh, fuck, I'm way done with that.
It's not really good news because it doesn't mean he's going to be the champion or any, like, ever since Finn Balor returned, which was the night after WrestleMania last year.
Right.
So it's almost been a year. Mm-hmm. Ever since he returned, he's been saying, I want to be Universal Champion again. And he's never even gotten close.
Do you think
Not even close.
Do you think he knows
For
he
a
has
guy that's never lost his title, he's never gotten close.
Right.
Right.
Ridiculous.
So they just let them say this, like Seth, oh yeah, I want to be the champion or the Universal Champion, whatever. Zack Ryder, once he lost the IC champion, he's like, I won't quit till I'm the WWE champion. We're like, oh, Zack, oh no.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wants to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, so he asks Kurt to put him in the second chance match tonight. And then Kurt's like, I don't know, but it's not up to me. It's up to the fans. And, of course, they say yes, so Kurt puts him in.
Yep.
So he gets a second chance, even though, really, Rollins didn't have a first chance to begin with.
Right.
He should be like, hey, Kurt, why didn't you ever give me a chance, by the way?
All right, and since I'm letting everything be up to the fans, do you want me to fire Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
yes.
They'll never let him do that.
Yeah.
What else?
Uh-huh. So, yeah.
Lesnar of the title? All right, we're doing that.
So next up we have Sasha Banks versus Bayley, and these two...
Another horrible booking.
These two had arguably the best women's match of all time in NXT at TakeOver, and now they're fighting in a This Means Nothing match on Raw.
Literally says, this means nothing.
That's how JoJo should have. And this next contest is scheduled for one fall in a This Means Absolutely Nothing match.
Listen. They're two friends. They just want to spar. They just want to spar on national TV.
Yeah,
that's exactly
what
it was.
Tweeted, friendly competition is good, so I'm making it official on Raw. Bayley versus Sasha Banks. Like, he's basically saying, this really doesn't mean anything.
Right. Friendly competition.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Now, look, they had a really good match. They have great chemistry in the ring. I just don't know why you blow this on Raw. I don't know why.
They're like the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn of women wrestlers.
Oh.
They can just wrestle. Doesn't mean anything. They can just fill time.
This is going to be this match will be better than any of the women's matches at WrestleMania. Probably. Unless we get Asuka and Charlotte, then maybe they could top it. But this was a really good match. And, I mean, like, in my opinion, their 30-minute Iron Woman match at TakeOver Brooklyn was the best women's match I've ever seen.
Wait, has Asuka still not declared?
Correct.
Why?
Right.
She's got to wait for Rousey to declare.
Yeah,
She's not even on TV.
Yeah, Rousey gets to declare first.
Right.
I honestly think it's because WWE just doesn't know what they're going to do yet.
Probably, because they can go in so many different directions. We can have The Rock come back,
hey,
a
Rock,
tag team match.
Rock, are you coming back? Well, I don't know yet. Fuck. All right. Well, let us know. We're going to call you again tomorrow.
We're waiting to the very last second.
We're going to DM you on Twitter, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania, where we will hear from Asuka to see who she's facing.
Right.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
I cleaned it up for you, Joe.
So, in the end, Bayley gets the win after hitting the Bayley to belly off the second rope, which if she's going to do that move, it only looks convincing when she does it off the second rope.
Right. At WrestleMania, it'll be off the top rope.
Maybe it will. Well, she won't be. Who's she fighting at WrestleMania? Sasha in the pre-show, right? It's a pre-show match again. By that time, Sasha might be a heel. Ooh.
Yeah.
So after the match, Sasha and Bayley get face to face. Like, are they gonna fight? Are they gonna hug? Are they gonna kiss? Who knows? But then Josh's favorite monster, Nia Jax, gets in the ring.
She's not like most girls.
You don't have to say it every time. She gets in the ring and runs them over. Like she's a truck and she just runs them over.
Yeah, retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's an indestructible force.
Yeah. And then when we come back from commercial and they show us the promo that she cut on the stage, and for some reason, while she's talking, giant selective subtitles pop up.
Yeah, I did notice
so
that.
weird.
That was
like every
so...
few words, she'd be like, "I'm the best woman," and then it'd be like, "Women in the division," and then I'm gonna beat these girls. It's like, what? I don't understand. It was weird. They also did it with the Usos later on SmackDown, but okay, I don't understand it. Selective subtitles.
They're testing weird shit again.
Yeah, they are. And like you notice like the Raw logo has changed like the last few weeks. Like now it has a white background. It's like, oh look, our logo's different. No, it's just it has a white background. It looks like you fucked up in paint and you forgot to like get rid of the white part. But
they're just trying to freshen stuff up.
Yeah. So backstage, Roman Reigns tells Seth that if he gets in the chamber, he's gonna eliminate him just like he did at the Rumble. And Seth's like, oh come on, man, what the fuck? And Roman's like, dude, you hit me in the back with a chair. You forgot about that?
Yeah.
So Cesaro and Sheamus then walk up to talk shit to Rollins, but Roman talks for him like he's his big brother, I guess. And then Reigns makes fun of Cesaro's mouth and then tells Sheamus, I guess you didn't get the memo, but you'll get it tonight. So
he's gonna give him a memo.
So yeah, we're getting that match. But first, we have Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. And before the match, Mickie asks Alexa why she saved her last week. Alexa kisses Mickey's ass, but says they need to partner up at Elimination Chamber because Absolution certainly will. And then Mickie tells Alexa, fine, we can be partners tonight, but at Elimination Chamber, it's every woman for herself, biscuit butt.
Now, what is a biscuit butt?
I think it's
great butt. She has it.
It's a Is it a muscular butt?
I think it's like a nice butt, but it's small. Like a biscuit is kind of small.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, because Alexa's butt doesn't look anything like unnatural or anything. It looks just fine. I don't know. These are things that I've wondered.
I think it's like a small, plump butt is what it's supposed to be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because butts are supposed to be like apples, peaches.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
So Sonya pulls Alexa off the apron, which distracts Mickie, and then Mandy hits her finisher on Mickie for the win. And then Mandy and Sonya attack Mickie after the match, but once again, Alexa, she saves her.
Did you hear during the match when the girls went outside towards Paige's side, Paige screamed, "Don't hit me!" Did you hear that?
No.
Don't touch me?
No.
To who?
To whoever was close to her. I don't remember. I guess they were
like
getting
Mickie and Alexa? Or?
Yeah, I think they were getting too close to her. She's like, "No, don't touch me."
No, because you're not allowed to.
Right.
She's out of commission.
Right. It just seemed really weird. Okay, I guess you didn't hear that. I wonder if anybody else heard that. It was very loud.
I mean, to be honest, I was so disinterested in this match.
Right.
Seriously.
I was engaged just because I was trying to figure out what a biscuit butt was, but that was pretty much
You
it.
thought maybe Cole would explain it during the match?
He could. He explains a shit ton of other things.
He does do that sometimes. Oh, in case you don't know, Corey, a biscuit butt is a small, plump butt in the shape of a biscuit. Wow, that's great, Cole. Hey, am I a nerd? Yeah, you're still a nerd, Cole. So next up, we have Elias debuting a new song. But first, Michael Cole called Elias WWE's modern-day Bob Dylan.
Boo this man.
Holy shit. I thought Raw was for the kids. I thought Raw is for kids.
That's what they keep saying.
And Michael Cole is like the guy on Raw that is like he's for the kids.
People our age watch Raw and like we're asleep and like we're waiting for references.
Yeah.
Like blah 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 blah. Tully Blanchard. Wait, what? What did he say? Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Ric Flair. Did he say Flair? Did he say Flair?
Right.
So when they have these old references, Bob Dylan. Wait, Bob Dylan.
Yeah, our dad doesn't watch wrestling.
Yeah, seriously. That's a reference that I'm a 40-year-old man. I don't get. So yeah, what the fuck?
So maybe y'all guys can explain this to me, because y'all guys have been watching wrestling longer than I have. Why do people pop for Elias when he comes out, but they boo the shit out of him when he starts singing?
Because he shits on their city, and fans are. That's what.
But they pop for him.
Boo.
But they pop for him when he comes out.
Josh, may I explain?
They play along.
Please.
They play along. The
Josh,
fans.
Okay.
They love to hate him because he's a good character. They love to hate him.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like if it's silent and you don't know who's coming out of the backstage, let's say it's SmackDown, right? Who's going to open the show?
Yeah.
Right.
And then you hear Kevin Owens' music hits. It's a huge pop.
Yeah.
Then he comes to the ring and he goes, "So what's up, Stan Shitty Jose?" And then they
Right.
boo.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
That's how Seth Rollins his entire heel run.
Right. We
I
love
guess.
to hate him.
Cheers, and then he goes, "Ah, you idiots, boo." That's how heels get heat.
I guess. Maybe it's just me, because I hate the cheap pop and the cheap heat and all that. When Shane comes out, "What's up, San Francisco? Yeah, he mentioned our city's name. I'm so excited."
Yeah, well, most fans fall for that. Like people
not me.
people have too much pride in their city. Like, what's so great about your city?
Right? What's up, Houston? I don't fucking
there's
care.
nothing here. So what are we
Right.
proud about? Houston's no one cares about Houston. You're not New York. You're not LA. Like, you're not, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, there's cool things in those cities.
I
There's
agree.
nothing in Houston.
Yeah, they took away
Every
the
other
Astrodome. Astro World. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're renovating the Astrodome. That piece of shit place. They're gonna renovate it.
Yep.
Idiots.
$100 million.
What complete idiots. Don't fix the shitty roads. Let's fix the Astrodome. Because of the member berries.
It's going to be a park of some sort, they say.
Great. So Elias sings his song. He starts to sing his song, but then JoJo says, "And now, Braun Strowman." And she should have just said Braun, but whatever.
Now, Joe hated the shit out of this, but I loved it. I
course you
loved
did, Josh.
every
did.
single moment.
Because it
you did,
was
Josh.
because it was bad.
It was amazing. Braun Strowman strumming on the bass. That was funny as shit.
Okay, so Braun appears on the stage with a giant guitar, huge.
Bass. Go ahead.
Same thing. And he starts to strum, but he breaks it. So he just sings instead. And let's see how he sounds.
Well, Elias.
It's the big show!
That's what I was going to say first.
All right. hold on.
Well, it's the big Joe.
That's exactly what I heard when he did that.
That's
All right, here, I'm going to play it again. I couldn't help it. That was too perfect. Here we go.
Well,
It's the big show! Shit! Okay, here we go.
Elias says he's gonna win, but we all know that ain't true.
Yeah.
You look at me, boy, when I'm singing, 'cause I'm not finished with you. You may not know it, you may not realize, but when this song's over, you're gonna get these hands.
amazing.
What?
That was amazing.
What does that even mean? You're going to get these hands. They
He's
gotta
going to
keep
beat the
up.
shit out of him. That's what he's saying.
You're going to
You're
get
gonna
this
get these
dick.
hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. that
And he
doesn't
was
make-
wearing the
that's
"you're going to
such a
get
huge
these
pop.
hands" shirt. Amazing.
Yeah, he's going to give him a shirt.
God, San Jose, the city that I'm currently in right now, no good. Don't hear this.
It didn't even rhyme at the end. And you're going to realize, get these hands.
Yeah.
It
You're
wasn't
gonna
supposed to
get these
rhyme.
Hands.
It's
What?
terrible.
It was supposed to be fun.
We were never, ever supposed to hear Braun at that high-pitched voice that he did. Like, he went from being in the Wyatt family where he admitted to, like, cutting snakes open and drinking their blood. That was when he debuted. That's who he was. And now he's like playful. He's like playful Braun.
He's a face. He's like Stone Cold, right?
Stone Cold never did this shit. Stone Cold did that when he was a heel. Stone Cold played guitar when he was a heel because that's what heels do.
Well, he was being an ironic heel.
Look, let's just say something. Stone Cold was well established as the man in the company when he did shit like that, and we still hated it, by the way. We're like, all right. All right, Stone Cold.
Yeah.
We like you when you're ass kicking and flipping the bird at everybody, not when you're playing guitar and sucking McMahon's dick. So how about no?
There's not room for fun.
Stone Cold, yes. Stone Cold beating up Vince for fucking 5 years, dude. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And Stone Cold was a babyface for a long time. He was the face of the company. And he didn't all of a sudden be like a smiley guy, like, hey, which side of the ring wants to see the stunner? Hey, how about you? You got, come on, guys, cheer for the stunner. You want to see a stunner? Yeah, we'll all see the stunner. This is not a pose off. Everyone in the stadium will see the stunner.
Oh my God.
We'll all see the power slam. Which he does. Strowman heads to the ring, and he hits Elias with a power slam. Elias crawls all the way to the stage, and then Braun slams the giant, hollow, plastic guitar on his back.
Still hilarious. Look, maybe it's because I'm a naive WWE watcher, observer.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed the shit out of this segment.
By the way, the bigger the fake guitar is, the faker the fake guitar looks on TV.
It was pretty fake looking.
It's terrible.
I just loved how he's strumming and they broke it and he's like, man, I don't give a shit.
But you could tell when he was strumming, he was trying to break it. It was terrible.
He doesn't know his own strength.
It was so bad. I mean, you could say it was funny like a bad B movie, but that's it. It wasn't actually a good segment.
Well, when you think about Raw as a whole and it's not very good, you have to take the positives. And that was a big positive.
Well, I did laugh, so I guess that's something.
You emoted.
I guess I'd rather watch this than Roman Reigns versus Sheamus.
Right?
Which is, hey, remember this feud? You know, the worst feud for the WWE Championship ever? Ever? Like, maybe, like, it's kind of up there with, like, Orton and Mahal. Like, what was worse, Sheamus versus Reigns or Orton versus Mahal?
By the way, how many of these matches were booked?
I don't know.
Before the show?
Not sure.
Miz and Cena was improvised. Reigns and Sheamus was improvised. Braun smashing a guitar over Elias was improvised. Like, what do they just go, hey, let's book nothing, and let's just see what happens.
That's why, like, when Dean Ambrose was, like, guest GM, like, a year or two ago, and, like, I remember some bad guy was like, maybe it was The Miz, or some bad guy was like, hey, I need a Miz TV tonight. He's like, look, the show's booked already. It's like, wow, Dean Ambrose is the best GM Raw's ever seen.
Yeah.
It was on the European trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good memory there. I just remember him being the GM.
It's the member berries.
There you go. So anyways, Roman gets the win after Sheamus jumps off the top rope and gets speared. That wasn't even that good. Like, Sheamus was basically on the ground by the time Roman speared him, so it wasn't even like a really good spot.
Right.
The one Shane did was much worse because Shane actually, his head fell off. So... But Reigns basically beat the Bar because Cesaro kept interfering, and then he beat up Cesaro. He beat both of them up like they're just a couple of shitty jobbers. Oh, wait, they're the tag champions. Okay.
There wasn't much to enjoy in this match, but I did enjoy the very loud Rusev Day chants. Very loud. Very loud.
Yeah, if there's one takeaway, Rusev Day chants. Yeah.
Rusev Day chants. Seriously, that must be the only thing there.
That's the most over thing in wrestling right now. The whole weekend in Philly, Eric and I, it was just Rusev Day chants nonstop. It was ridiculous, quite frankly.
And let's see how WWE's going to use them this week.
Right.
We'll get to it.
Yes.
We can't wait to get to Rusev in this week's
Rusev
WWE programming.
Rusev was on SmackDown. I don't know. So, anyways, next up, they announced that Ivory is being inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame, and actually, ESPNW broke the story. Who I've never heard of until now.
What is that?
I think they invented it just for this.
ESPN Women?
It's ESPN Women.
Huh.
What?
A lot of non-dunking basketball highlights.
So I guess Serena Williams will only be shown on ESPNW now. Like Wimbledon, like the women's Wimbledon won't be on regular ESPN anymore. It has to be on ESPNW.
Interesting.
That's a channel? Like what? Is that another ESPN channel?
Well, look, there's 1,000 TV channels.
And it's only showing women's sports all the time?
There's some good women's sports.
But 24/7, that's like, oh, we're going to show bowling channel 24/7.
ESPNB.
Yeah, for bitches.
Yep.
Bowling bitches.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's terrible. But the Ivory thing, that should have happened years ago, right? Like I would have thought she was already in.
I would think.
You know, they're probably doing it now because Glow's a popular show on Netflix. You know,
It was a good show.
Yes.
and she was in Glow.
Or they just have no obvious women to put through this year. So
Well, in the package, they mentioned that she, fought China at Mania. So I was like, oh, they mentioned China. Now she was a better wrestler than China, but China was probably a bigger name in WWE.
well, wait, now probably way bigger name.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny that they mentioned her, but yeah. All right. So next up, though, we have the main event of Raw, which is Finn Balor versus Apollo Crews versus Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy versus Seth Rollins for the final spot in the Elimination Chamber. And
Only one person would win this match.
exactly.
Okay.
And the whole show, they all cut promos like backstage, either with their phone, like Finn Balor, or, Bray Wyatt with the smoke behind him. But the most interesting one was Titus O'Neil interviewing Apollo Crews. Take a listen. Take a listen.
Are you worried about being deleted by Matt Hardy?
Deleted? I'm here to create history.
Oh.
Bray Wyatt claims to be a shark, and he just look at you like you just another fish in the sea. Tell me, Apollo, are you scared? Are you scared of the eater of worlds?
Bray can't digest me.
Are you gonna let Seth Rollins burn it down?
Nah, tonight I'm gonna extinguish his fire.
And I know that you're not about to wait in no line to get into no Balor Club.
Titus, this is the only club I'm a part of right here. And we are VIP everywhere we go.
Oh,
Baby, this man is ready, Dana. He is ready.
You know I'm ready.
He's ready.
Cruz can't lose.
Boy, you
That should be a t-shirt.
Jesus.
to be fair, that's the best promo Titus might have ever cut.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's still the worst moment of the week.
I'm gonna extinguish his fire. The only thing that Titus said that was funny was like, I know you ain't trying to get in no Balor Club.
Yeah.
But holy crap. Bray can't digest me.
It wasn't good.
He can't digest me. All right. And then Dana Brooke runs the numbers. According to my calculations, Cruz can't lose. And then Titus basically Uras. He's like, a t-shirt. Making a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then they sing Cruz can't lose. She's been wrong 100%. All of her calculations have been wrong.
It's a pretty shitty statistician.
She is terrible. Why would you think this busty woman would be good at math or analytics, which I guess is what she's doing? I mean, it worked for The Rock.
Analytics.
Analytics.
She probably does not have a master's degree.
Probably not. No. Yeah. So, on to the match. Rollins hits Balor with the curb stomp, but the pin gets broken up. But that's just the second curb stomp since it's been back, and both times it was to Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So only Balor can take the curb stomp, I guess.
The stomp.
Yeah, or the
He
blackout.
can sell it.
Right. Cole said, he called it the stomp. He didn't call it a curb stomp. He said, and Rollins with a stomp of his own. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So at the end of the match, Apollo Crews gets ready to superplex Bray Wyatt, but then Balor and Rollins powerbomb Bray off the second rope while Apollo Crews does the superplex. And then Rollins and Balor both pin Wyatt 1, 2, 3. And then Raw ends with Seth, Finn, and the ref all yelling at each other and arguing over who won the match. And Raw just goes off the air.
Right.
Cole's like, whoa, who won this match? And now Chris Lee knows dicks. Goes right to that. So that was interesting. It's always weird when like they don't say bye. Like it just looks like, you went to commercial. You'll be right back. Okay.
We'll have this settled when we come back from commercial.
Yeah.
Right.
No. You had to go to WWE.com to see a video of Kurt Angle telling Rollins and Balor that they will both be in the Elimination Chamber match.
It was on Facebook Live, Andrew.
Whatever. You could still. It was. I watched it on WWE.com. They posted it there too. So shut up. So they're both in the match, which speculation is there's only 4 pods, right? So 3 people are going to start the match, I guess.
Huh.
Interesting.
They're both jammed into one pod together.
That would be funny.
We'll see what the hell happens.
They did that. They did that with They did the tag team chamber once. Remember that was the same.
Oh Jesus, that was rough.
Wasn't that the same one where Ryback won the IC title? But they did a tag team chamber as well, and all 3 New Day members were in the pod.
Yeah.
And they were like they couldn't move. So maybe it'll be Miz, Rollins, and Balor. Like Rollins and Balor don't get a pod since they were the last ones in. I don't know.
Or it starts as a triple threat. Who the hell knows?
Well, it's wrestling. They can make it up as they go, right?
Exactly.
You know it.
Hey, we don't have an extra pod, so like Finn, you're just gonna have to hang from the top of the chamber, and then once the music hits, just let go, and you'll just fall to the ground.
El Torito did that once.
No. It was Kalisto.
I think it was El Torito.
No, it was Kalisto. Why was El Torito in the fucking chamber?
He climbed up onto. I think it was.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
El Torito, Kalisto, tomato.
We're splitting hairs.
I'm pretty sure Kalisto was El Torito before he was Kalisto.
I'm sure.
No, that's racist.
So, on to SmackDown Live, which begins with Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
And again, Dolph Ziggler comes out to just the disc scratch, but then he comes out to the stage, and then the music plays, and I'm already confused.
Right.
Like the disc scratches, but it scratches nothing.
Right.
We didn't hear anything, so what are you scratching the disc for?
It'll get more confusing later.
Yeah. So Corbin's music hits, but he doesn't come out. We go backstage, and we see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn kicking Corbin's ass.
Yeah.
Which I think makes them the biggest baby faces in the company now. Their faces.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, well, who is what and why? And, these are all heels, technically.
Right.
So nobody knows what's going on.
And then, because after this, Corbin was pretty baby face for the rest of the night, which was unsettling.
Yeah.
Like, I like hating him the way he is. But Kevin and Sammy head to the ring, and Sammy goes, like, around, I guess, to, like, contain Ziggler. Like, he goes through the crowd, but Ziggler meets him in the crowd. A little girl gets in Ziggler's way, and he's like, whoa, look out. And then, but, Kevin and Sammy beat up Dolph, and then Sammy finishes him off with a haluva kick. And then Corbin comes back out for more, and he gets more. He gets beat up some more, and then Kevin and Sammy leave after laying both of them out.
Smart.
Much better than, like, Shane and Daniel coming out to the ring and, like, passive-aggressively argue about what the match will be tonight. Like,
right? So why wasn't Shane watching this exclusively? Because like every time Kevin and Sammy come out and screw with stuff, he comes out, hey, you can't do that, blah 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 blah. But for some reason, he allowed this to go on for so long.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it sucks. SmackDown.
He was probably still getting to the arena.
You're probably right.
Hey, I was watching on the USA app,
and it kept on freezing for some reason.
It kept freezing. So next up, we have Charlotte versus Sarah Logan, because Charlotte fought Liv Morgan last week, so now she's fighting another member of the Riot Squad.
1 down, 2 to go.
And
they don't know how to build stories for the women. That's just the truth. They just don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to do it.
No, they don't.
They just keep throwing them in 8-women tag matches, or a 3-on-3, this was kind of a 3-on-3, kind of not.
Well, and that's what they're doing next week. It's going to be a 3-on-3. That was like the first thing we saw when the Riot Squad debuted.
Right.
We already saw this multiple times. Now we're going to see it again. Becky and Naomi come out before the match to even up the odds at ringside, because you have Ruby and Liv there. And then Charlotte gets the win with natural selection. And then they announce that it's going to be a 3-on-3 match next week.
And why do they act like that was the biggest coup in the world? Oh, and Charlotte has backup. Oh, you mean like every week when they all come out together?
Right.
Come on, somebody book this better.
And then they announced this 6-women tag as if we've never seen it. No, we've seen it so many times. Too many times. It's ridiculous.
Well, we've seen it too many times, but SmackDown has a new audience every single week.
Is that right?
Yeah, so I mean, they don't see the same matches we see every week.
How much is Road Dogg paying you to say that?
Not enough.
Oh, you didn't know?
Because remember, Road Dogg's the head writer of SmackDown.
So
if you blame anyone, blame Road Dogg.
So what happens when Charlotte is done with the Riot Squad?
She's gonna fight someone at Mania, either.
But
Asuka,
I mean, is this gonna last all the way to WrestleMania? She only has one more to go.
Well, probably till Fastlane, right? She's gonna defend the title against someone.
Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott. Yeah.
Probably Ruby Riott. Yeah,
and she's already fought Ruby Riott multiple times, but okay.
Multiple times.
So we go backstage. Daniel Bryan's texting Brie, I guess, making sure the baby's okay. When Shane walks in to complain about, he's like, "Oh, can you believe it? Kevin and Sammy beat up Corbin and Ziggler." I can't. When you make me, WWE is so bad that when I see Shane McMahon now, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
You've made me hate Shane McMahon.
Because the only thing
that is no easy feat.
The only things he says now is, "Did you see what Kevin and Sammy just did?"
Yeah,
that's it.
I hate these guys. I hate them. I've hated them for 8 months,
and I can't stop thinking about them.
Yeah,
they're in my dreams. When I wake up, I see them. They're everywhere.
Yep. It's not even that. It's not even that dramatic, Josh. You're making it more dramatic than it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, hey, Daniel, can you believe this? These are your guys. Your boys are being dicks. Shane tells Daniel that Corbin will face Kevin Owens tonight. Ziggler will face Sami Zayn tonight, and if they both win their matches, then they're both in the championship match at Fastlane.
Right.
And then Shane also tells Daniel, if either one of your boys interferes, then they're out of the Fastlane match. Shane walks away, and Daniel just stares at him with the look he's been giving Shane pretty much since SmackDown Live went live.
Yeah.
So why didn't Daniel just say, "They're not my boys"?
Because they clearly are.
Or they are? I don't understand. They're not selling it very well.
It's been like since October, really, that like Daniel's kind of like been on their side.
Right.
And it's like, where's it going? Where could this possibly lead? Where could it possibly lead? Shane's already fought Kevin Owens, so that it can't be that again, right?
Right.
Right.
What could it be?
Oh, yeah, it'll be.
I feel you. I don't think it's going to happen, Andrew, but I understand where you're going from.
No, well, I don't think I don't think either.
Maybe like, AJ Styles.
How do you end this feud? What the fuck do you do? It's been so long.
Right, and why can't he just fire him?
Daniel?
No. Shane McMahon.
Just fire Daniel, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Daniel did nothing. Shane's the one that made the changes to the matches.
But he's always mad at Daniel.
Right.
It's so bad. I don't.
It's dumb.
If you could do, why can't Shane say, tonight we will have Kevin Owens versus half of the roster, and if Kevin loses, he's out of the championship match.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
He's done worse things than that.
Oh no,
Vince has done way worse things than that.
His Fastlane contract's already guaranteed. I don't know. I don't know. And like when Kevin Owens headbutted Vince, like whenever anyone attacks Vince, that's supposed to be like oh shit, like you're really pushing this guy.
It seems so far ago.
And we really thought that was the case, and not really, not
No.
really at all. No. So we have Kevin Owens versus Baron Corbin. During the match, Corey Graves compared Baron Corbin to Michael Myers, the Halloween, the bad guy in Halloween.
Right.
He's Michael Myers.
Yes.
I don't really see it.
Once
but...
again, can anyone explain that? Can anyone explain that? No, you cannot.
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Anyways, Corbin eventually hits the end of days and pins Kevin to get the win and to get in the championship match at Fastlane. So there you go. Next up, we have Bobby Roode's United States Open Challenge. Roode cuts a promo giving Cena props for starting the Open Challenge, and he gets boos for it. He's like, hey, come on, it's Cena. But then he says he hopes Randy Orton comes out since he RKO'd him out of nowhere last week. And Roode gets his man because Randy comes out and gets face-to-face with Bobby.
Yep.
But before they can have their match, Jinder Mahal ruins it all by coming out to...
Saves the segment, you meant to say.
Oh, he saves a segment? Okay. So let's see where it goes, Josh.
And Josh, you were hard as a rock.
Yes. Yes. Hey, you should audition to be the other Singh brother.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since the other one's injured, you could be the other one.
I do look a little bit Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mahal actually makes fun of Randy for being number 9 on the SmackDown top 10 list.
This is where it got too real again.
And then Orton says, I don't give a damn about any top 10 lists, which neither do the fans, but you're also burying SmackDown was trying to make it like a big deal.
Yeah.
And Orton's like, yeah, that thing's bullshit. Everyone knows it's bullshit. Even the
I
fans
think
hate
it's
it.
going to be gone already.
Yeah.
I think that's how, like, it was so stupid. It's a work. Oh, okay.
Well, no,
nobody cares.
don't they have something on the network called The List or whatever?
I don't know.
WD.
You mean just like they just have like top 10 moments or stuff like
Maybe.
the NFL Network does. Okay. Except the NFL Network ones are fun to watch. So Bobby Roode then tells Jinder, "You're not even on the list." To which Mahal freaks out. He's like, "What?" And then Roode tells Randy that he respects him, but tells him maybe you're number 9 on the list because everyone is getting tired of being attacked out of nowhere. And then Orton says, "Oh, you mean like this?" And he RKO's Sunil Singh.
Always picking on the Singh brothers.
And then Mahal hits both Roode and Orton with the Colossus, and then raises his arms in the air. So instead of Roode versus Orton, I guess we're gonna get a triple threat for the U.S. title at Fastlane.
Oh, great. That's what we were missing.
Which, like, that's not even till March. So, gosh.
No, someone needs to be pinned in that match, and I guess it'll be Jinder.
Mahal just lost the tournament, and he already gets a title shot right after.
There's not that many heels.
That's it.
He did come out. They hit his music. He came out. He declared.
He came out. He declared.
Jesus. So next up, the New Day come out to celebrate Fat Tuesday. And wouldn't you know it, the ring is full of pancakes.
Who doesn't like pancakes?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I do, but not hundreds of them.
The New Day then say that Big E is gonna break the record for pancakes. So he starts to eat a lot of pancakes. He shoves them in his mouth. But then they get interrupted by Benjamin and Gable. And this only gets worse, if you can imagine. They get in the ring. They cut a shitty promo. They throw some pancakes on the floor. They say no one likes pancakes. We only eat waffles. And then they flip an entire tray of pancakes. And then we have a match between the two teams. This is how...
And pancakes. Over the pancakes.
Right. This is how the New Day's last 3 feuds have started, with someone throwing a pancake on the floor.
The New Day are a joke now. They're an absolute joke.
It's ridiculous.
It's really sad.
They have nothing to do.
No.
Except eat pancakes, apparently.
That's it.
And it's sad, too, because they're very talented.
The pancake thing would be funny on social media. Like, they've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they a couple weeks ago, they posted something. They were at IHOP, and they, like, literally ordered 50 pancakes just to be funny on social media. Or maybe Big E really eats that many pancakes. I don't know. But either way, like, that's funny because it's just like a little social media picture. But, like, to do a whole segment about pancakes, and then, like, the only reason you're fighting Benjamin and Gable is because they threw pancakes?
My thing is like Joe said, they're a complete joke right now.
They are.
But why can't they let them win the tag titles again? They were so good on Raw when they were winning.
They're gonna push the Bludgeon Brothers, which that's the next thing we see. We see the Usos cut a video promo, but then we realize it's actually being shown on a TV that the Bludgeon Brothers smash with their sledgehammers, and then they just stand there.
They slash the TV.
They break the TV.
Okay, you guys broke it.
I don't want to see this match.
No.
You know you have to pay for it, right?
Right. And they're going to be bad champions. The Bludgeon Brothers are going to be boring as fuck, because they already are boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather see Sheldon Benjamin and Chad Gable win.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. But yeah, like the New Day, they need the titles.
Please save us, authors of pain. Please save us.
Yeah, right. That's not happening. I don't know.
It's the tag team divisions on SmackDown are a complete joke.
They've always
it's a dumpster fire.
Since SmackDown went live, they've been a joke. Heath Slater and Rhino were the first champions.
That's right. Oh my God.
The first champions were jobbers.
Yes.
It's awful. So SmackDown just has Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
They're not a tag team.
No, I'm just saying the only people worth watching on SmackDown: Rusev, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Bobby Roode. 5 people.
What?
5 total people on SmackDown worth watching.
Oh,
worth watching.
Yeah, sure.
No tag teams.
This is what Kevin and Sammy should do.
Right.
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the storyline. Like Kevin and Sammy feuding with the New Day for the tag titles. That's not bad.
No, that would be fun.
That's not bad. But that's not happening. So let's get over it. I don't know what the fuck Kevin and Sammy are going to do at WrestleMania.
So should I give my idea?
Sure.
So I think that this is all a ruse, and Kevin Owens helps Sami Zayn win the title, win the WWE Championship.
That's a good idea.
But then he drops it to AJ Styles before WrestleMania so we can get the AJ Shinsuke match.
Right.
Still leaving Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn with nothing to do.
The treadmill to nowhere.
Right.
Which then you kind of have to give them the titles. You have to. Or at that point, Shane officially trades them.
At this point, I wish they would, just so we don't have to see this fucking nothing feud. This nothing feud. Like, they didn't even interact with Shane this week. It
was just Shane bitching to Daniel.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Daniel, I can't take these guys anymore.
You actually pay, like Vince actually pays his son Shane to fly to the city that they're in, where Shane is just on-air talent. He's just on-air talent.
Well, don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
but he flies him to the city that SmackDown's in just to be in one backstage segment. And that's it.
Yep.
That's it. That's what you do with Shane McMahon. Please, everyone, like, if you're not on our Patreon where we recap old episodes, the last one we did, Shane McMahon was like on the entire episode, like fighting Mankind. It was amazing. Shane McMahon was amazing. And now he's just doing nothing on SmackDown. So anyways, on to the main event. I like your idea, Joe, because like it would be like cool for like finally Kevin Owens does something that's not selfish. Like that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I just don't know that they're going to do that.
In theory, I mean,
Probably
it would
not.
be great for them to just trade it back and forth. Kevin beats Sammy one week. Sammy beats Kevin the other
For
week.
the title?
For the
So
title.
that they each get to be champions. Like
Right? Just goes back and forth. Hey, I get my rematch this week. I get my rematch
Well,
next
like,
week.
if this would lead to Daniel Bryan just going full fucking heel
Right.
just to like help Kevin and Sammy, then like at least it would be going somewhere. But
At least we would have that,
yeah, but it's not.
Right.
which we would take.
Yeah,
Treadmill to nowhere.
exactly.
We would take anything.
So for our main event, we have Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn, and before the match, Renee interviews Ziggler backstage, who cuts a very babyface promo.
Yeah.
And he tells us why he is back.
The only reason I am standing here, the reason I'm back, is for one thing only. One thing that's eluded me my entire career. One thing. I want to main event WrestleMania. And I'll be damned if I don't walk in there as WWE champion.
Well, Dolph, I'm afraid you're going to be damned. I'm sorry.
Easy there,
Right.
CM Punk.
He's gonna. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. I was like, well, yeah. CM Punk wanted to main event Mania. It didn't happen. I think you're gonna be damned, Dolph. I'm sorry.
Does
Yeah.
he realize that
You know-
Brock Lesnar's here?
Right. Well, well, again, this is WWE. It could also mean one of the 4 main events, but like maybe the only reason Dolph came back, like obviously the money was good, but I wonder if that was in Dolph's new contract that.
I have to wrestle main event.
No, like that he gets to, like he gets to say that he wants to main event WrestleMania,
He gets to say,
but then he never actually does.
can I at least say that I want to do it? All right, put that in the deal. Let's
Okay,
get that done.
But you're not
Get
getting
this
it. You know
done.
that, right?
Okay, but you're definitely not getting close to main eventing WrestleMania, right? Yeah, but I get to say that I deserve it? Yeah, sure.
Pre-show.
Pre-show. You can main event the pre-show. Dolph Ziggler, fun fact, or not so fun.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ.
It
Go
was
take a
funny.
break.
It was good.
Fun little fact, Dolph Ziggler has never had a singles match at WrestleMania.
Really?
Really.
Probably won't again.
Tag matches. He's always in like the the fucking 6-man ladder matches for the IC title and shit, and never a singles match.
Now a 6-man ladder match for the U.S. title.
Never a bride, always a bridesmaid for Dolph Ziggler. So also before the match, Kevin tells Sammy backstage, "Don't let me down." And Sammy says, "But you already let me down. What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So in the match, Sammy goes for the haluva kick but misses. Dolph hits a zigzag and goes for the pin, but Sammy kicks out. Because that's not his finisher anymore. It's just not.
Right.
Sammy then goes for another haluva kick but gets super kicked instead. Dolph goes for the pin, and this time Sammy does not kick out. So it's officially a fatal 5-way for the WWE Championship at Fastlane.
5.
SmackDown goes off the air with Ziggler standing on the announce table, celebrating with the crowd. So yeah, he's a babyface.
Right.
But he left a heel.
He left a heel. He came back a babyface. So I'm guessing next week his music will just play again. There won't be a disc scratch.
There was a disc scratch. Okay.
Will that be the official
Yeah,
face turn?
I think so.
So this week when Dolph won, it was the disc scratch first, and then his music played.
It was?
Yes.
When the ref counted 1, 2, 3.
Right. It was a
Ding, ding, ding. So wait. So it went 1, 2, 3. Ziggler wins.
And then it was the music. I'm here, someone is. It was dumb.
It makes no sense.
Right. But at the beginning of the show was the record scratch and then nothing.
Right.
Right.
He went from heel to face in the span of an hour and a half.
He did. And I think
But yeah, he didn't change his attitude at all.
Yeah, and I think Baron Corbin's a face right now. I think Baron Corbin has to turn heel next week. I think right now he's a face.
He's a face,
which means he can get on the top 10 list because he's a baby face. Only baby face is allowed.
Baby face. I like how he said baby. Baby face.
Baby face.
So before we end this segment, there was a poll on WWE.com about who is the favorite in the WWE title Fatal 5-Way. 72% AJ Styles, 19% Dolph Ziggler, 5% Baron Corbin, and Kevin and Sammy are tied at 2%.
Huh.
Okay.
Kevin and Sammy.
Oh, hey, by the way,
tied for last.
Wait, hold on. I got to remind Joe because Joe, you mentioned Rusev, that we were going to talk about Rusev on SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead.
He was in a few segments.
What happened with Rusev on SmackDown?
What did he do? Remind me. I don't have my notes here.
You know what? I don't have anything.
Nothing.
I don't have anything on Rusev. Oh,
nothing.
Him and Lana did the mixed match challenge after SmackDown, so they were on Facebook. So like
that kind of counts.
A couple thousand people watched their match on SmackDown. By the way, they defeated Elias and Bayley after Lana pinned Bayley. This marked Lana's first victory in WWE.
Oh, but that doesn't count, Andrew.
It doesn't?
No.
They made it look... They interviewed Lana. They're like... And she was crying. Like, Lana, this is your first victory in WWE. And she started crying. By the way, she's 1-60.
Like the...
Is that right?
Yeah.
Like the reverse Ely brothers from NXT.
Yeah. Well, she was like the female Kurt Hawkins. She had a streak going. I didn't watch it, but they had... Her and Rusev had matching gear, and that was cool. Like, that was the one cool thing about it. Like, Lana's gear was pretty cool, but it was pretty hot.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's all for SmackDown and the shit match challenge. So let's give some awards. So who is your worst dressed?
Sarah Logan.
Okay. Joe?
I had a weird one. So I had like Sheamus, right before he wrestles Roman, like rips off his shirt. And he couldn't get out of it.
I remember that.
Down his body and then step out of it. It was so weird. I'm like, all right.
He couldn't finish
won an
it.
award, my friend. You just won an award.
I don't know if I'm going to find a picture like that, but all right, sure, Sheamus.
Yeah.
I had Renee Young, who wore a poncho on SmackDown.
Yeah.
The fuck? What the fuck?
Poncho Villa.
It was raining in San Francisco?
Dean, get your woman under control, all right?
Dean doesn't care.
Dean doesn't care. As long as she comes home and he gets these hands. I don't know. Who is your best dressed?
These breasts.
Joe, who is your best dressed?
Mine was Alexa. Yummy.
Yeah. So I had Sasha Banks until Alexa showed up. Because Sasha was all in pink gear. And she looked really hot. I was like, oh yeah, the pink gear. And then Alexa shows up in... Her pink gear was even brighter. And Alexa, it was Alexa.
No, I considered Sasha too. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Then Alexa was like, ooh.
Yeah, it was like, oh my god. Josh?
I'm going with another person on Raw.
Yeah, Nia Jax. Okay, Joe.
Dana Brooke.
Oh my god.
What? Dana Brooke was attractive as fuck.
She was dressed as a scientist because she's a statistician.
I don't know. I like the nerdy stuff, man.
The only time I ever thought she was kind of hot is when she was with Gallus and Anderson pretending to be a nurse. I remember she dressed up as a nurse because they were like collecting testicle samples, right? Of who was
Oh
it?
God.
The New Day, right?
The New Day, because they smashed his balls into
and then
the...
she like pops up and she has like the nurse
glove.
which looks like it looks like the
From
cover
Blink-182.
of the Blink-182
That's right.
album.
The Enema.
And
That's
she
right.
yeah, the enema of the state, and then she goes whoosh, and she's like, "Who's ready?" It's like she's about to put her fingers up their ass.
Awesome.
Well, you can find that picture.
Yeah, right.
But you can't even call her like a sexy scientist
No.
because she's a bodybuilder scientist, female scientist.
Again, it's so weird because like I sent Joe and Eric pictures on Instagram of like when she was younger and her face was so different. Like what happened to her face? She actually was pretty good looking.
Oh, probably steroids.
Steroids to the face?
Probably.
Gee, that's commitment right there. She really wants to be the champion. All right, worst acting, Joe. What'd you have?
Worst acting was Braun Strowman, and I don't even give him the fault. They're just telling him to be goofy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was bad. It just bothered me, so I
know.
hated him.
Yeah, that's fair. Josh?
Worst acting? Kurt.
Yeah, I had Kurt until Benjamin and Gable showed up. And like,
Oh God.
oh my
Yeah, they were
God, they
awful.
like talked forever.
Really? That's worse than Best Wishes, son?
That at least made me laugh. No. Get better wishes. Oh. Yeah, I had Benjamin and Gable. Best acting?
Cena and The Miz.
Okay. Joe?
That's not bad. I had Seth Rollins
Yeah.
with his speech.
Me
Yeah,
too.
that's pretty good.
Because it was like, oh, I remember him.
Right.
Like Seth had like a fiery speech. He was passionate. I was like, I want to be I want to be the Universal Champion. Like, yeah, he was really good. I missed that Seth.
Yeah.
I really missed that Seth.
Right.
Worst comments again. Mine was Kurt Angle. Get better wishes.
Get better wishes. Kurt
that
Angle.
yours?
Kurt
Joe?
Angle.
For worst comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. I had something about like Cole overreacting to Braun hitting Elias with his cello, like as if he was like lifting a car.
Yeah.
It was so over the top. But
Oh my
it
God.
was like, oh my God!
Did you hear that?
Mamma mia! Oh, that's wrong brand. My bad.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in the NXT recap. God,
We
Ronaldo
will.
was ridiculous. Anyways, best comments, Joe.
Mine was when the fans reacted to hating Kurt Angle's son.
That was good.
Josh.
So Jonathan Coachman says, Mandy Rose told me she wants to be called the Total Package. Corey Graves says, I find it hard to believe Rose would acknowledge your existence. It made me laugh. Thank you, Corey.
Wait. Corey said she acknowledged Coachman's existence.
I find it hard to believe she acknowledged your existence.
Coachman's
existence.
I don't get it.
It's okay. It was funny.
But isn't he complimenting Coachman?
No, he finds it hard to believe that she would say anything to
Oh.
Coachman.
Oh, okay. I totally missed that. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
It was funny. It was a you had to be there moment.
Okay, yeah.
You were tuned out.
Yeah. I had Seth Rollins. I don't want to be a part of Monday Night Raw. I want to be Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah. Worst match?
Sarah Logan and Charlotte Flair?
That is correct. Joe?
Yeah, same.
Sweep it. Super slow-mo match?
Can I give it to Sarah Logan and Charlotte again?
You can double down, sure. We've
Okay,
done
I'm
it.
double downing.
All right, Joe?
It was so slow and boring. Yeah.
I had Reigns versus Sheamus. Seen it a million times.
Yeah.
Wasn't good the first time. It's not good the millionth time. Best match?
Bailey and Sasha.
That's what I had. Yeah.
Did you guys really?
I did, yes.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good. I really enjoyed it. I watched the whole match. Like, it was really good.
Yeah, I had the Fatal 5-Way.
Okay.
It was good.
Worst move?
Go
I
ahead,
had
Josh.
Nia charging into the girls at the end.
Ah,
The charge!
I had Sarah Logan. She tackled Charlotte from behind, and the announce team made believe like that was a wrestling move. And it was like, what? It was terrible. Josh?
I'll go with the Nia Jax. Nia Jax destroying Sasha and Bailey. It didn't really fit. It was
I don't think
dumb.
Dumb.
Nia's
Just
not
ran into
gonna-
her. Like, oh, excuse me.
I was just walking by and
Pardon me.
I killed you. Nia's not gonna like that, Josh. She
Yeah.
might not go out with you now.
Might not.
Not now.
Best move?
I loved the Gable suplex to Big E. Big E is so huge. Gable's so swole.
Yeah, it was the feats of strength.
It's pretty
I had
it's
the
pretty
exploder.
Gable. What, Joe?
The exploder off the ropes that Sammy did to Ziggler. That was
Which-
really good.
What was that? What's the exploder?
Hey, that's his move. The exploder. It's like that weird suplex he did.
Oh,
off, like, the
yeah.
second rope.
Yeah, right,
With
okay.
top
Yeah,
ropes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was, you know what? Yeah, let's go with that. That was the best.
Yeah.
That was the
It was
best
good.
move. Yeah. I had the suplex powerbomb, but no, that was better. Worst moment? I think Joe and I both have the same thing, but Josh?
What was y'all's?
Braun
I'm interested.
Strowman singing, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Well, my worst moment was definitely it was just the lack of.
Come on. Can you just spit it out. Just say it.
It was Kurt Angle. He was
Okay,
awful.
That's fine. I don't know
Kurt
why
Angle.
you
I'm
took so
so-
long
I'm
to
sorry,
say it.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
It was Kurt Angle. He was trash.
Okay, and best moment, I just want to point out, for the second week in a row, this is a record. I have nothing on there
Really?
for the second week in a row. Wow. That's a record for me.
Wow.
I'll give them
I
an
don't
A
know.
for effort on doing the double pin.
Okay.
Like that they at least tried something different. So I'll put that as an effort move. Not that it was a great finish. Like Seth stared right at Finn as he was doing it, but like at least I give him an A for effort. Like thanks for trying. At least you're trying, I guess.
Okay. Josh.
Honorable mention has to be Braun Strowman playing the cello. But the best moment was Seth Rollins saying he does not want to tag team anymore. He wants to be the whole show.
All right, Joe, real quick. I have a stapler and a TV remote. Which one should I throw at Josh?
I was gonna say choke him. Will you please choke him?
Oh, okay, cool.
Why are we choking Josh?
Okay.
What's wrong with handsome Josh?
You picked Braun Strowman singing, but okay.
It was an honorable mention.
So what was your best moment?
Seth Rollins saying he doesn't want to tag team anymore.
You know what? I'll go with that one.
That's right. He wants to be the
please.
whole show.
Oh, Kurt, no more tag teams. Oh, God, no.
But you can have anyone. No,
Please.
I'm done.
What do you have? Another son somewhere that I have to tag with? Oh, yeah. All right, so that's all for awards. So let's get to breaking news. Hit the glass. So, Ric Flair's website earlier this week was selling a sexual consent contract called the Woo Compromise.
Oh, Jesus.
And I immediately thought of the Chappelle Show when I saw this. Remember the love contract sketch?
That's right.
Well, it has since been it's been removed, though, with reports saying the request was made by WWE. But Joe, do you have the contract?
You emailed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Would you like
want me-
to?
you
Would you
want me
like
to
to read it as
What?
drunk Ric
I don't-
Flair?
So you sent it to me, but like I don't understand it.
It was written by drunk
I
Ric
think
Flair.
that's the point.
Like I'll just read it, I guess. But
I mean, you don't have to read all of it because it's long, but just read some of it.
you are gonna sign this compromise. We're both parties involved agree to ride Space Mountain and engage in sexual relations on this night. I'll fast forward where it's like, this contract is signed and sealed approval of the nature boy, Ric Flair, who has taken many women on a ride on Space Mountain but has the utmost respect for women.
That's the best part. The end. It's like 8 sentences of "You're gonna fuck this woman, but I respect women, man."
But I mean, I don't get it. Like, what are you buying? What are you actually buying?
Like the end. At the end, like after like the woman.
Are you fucking him?
No, I think you're supposed to bring it to the girl so that they can't sue you for rape, I guess.
That's right. It's
like
a contract. Legally binding.
This would have been helpful for Enzo.
Oh, shit, you're
Would have
right.
been helpful.
But like it's basically like saying like, once you sign, you have no choice.
No backing out.
There's no backing out now, baby. So yeah, that's
By signing this compromise.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So also on breaking news, Samoa Joe is no longer being advertised for any live events until the European tour in May. Aww. So it looks like he is missing WrestleMania after all. He's been very injury prone since coming to the main roster.
Yeah,
he has.
It sucks because he's one of the best heels in the company.
When we talk about the guys that should stay in NXT, he is one of the guys that probably never should have
only because he got injured though. Like,
but it seems like he's been more injury prone since he's been on the main roster.
That's a coincidence? I mean,
it's a coincidence, but
that.
I mean,
yeah,
he wasn't injury prone on NXT.
That's like Deshaun Watson. He probably was going to tear his ACL no matter what team he went to, since he just tore it jogging. But whatever.
True.
Also, a few months ago, Ford filed a lawsuit against John Cena for selling a limited edition GT supercar that had a 24-month no-sell clause. Cena, however, is saying that the final contract he signed had no mention of that clause and is requesting that the case be thrown out. And if it does, he should walk out of the court, doing "You Can't See Me." That'd be great.
And you can't arrest me.
You can't arrest me. I don't think they're gonna arrest him, Josh.
or you can't sue me.
You can't sue me. That's actually oh my god, that's a good shirt. If he gets away with this, that's the next shirt, baby.
That's a heel. That's a heel shirt, right?
Yeah, it is. Any other news?
This isn't like breaking news, but I thought it was interesting. So this Raw, this last recent Raw, 1 year ago, was the Festival of Friendship.
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about that on Twitter. I retweeted a video of it, and I was like, Ross, Rachel, Zach, Kelly, Kevin, and Sammy.
Right. And just think about
that big a deal.
I mean, just think about how bad Kevin Owens' career has gone down since then.
He lost to Goldberg. Immediately, right after that, he lost to Goldberg.
He's like he's like the Chipotle stock of WWE wrestling.
Okay, that's a weird analogy, but all right.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't get it.
Their stock is up right now, Josh.
Well, no, it was down for a long time. We need Kevin Owens stock to go
stock?
down. Chipotle stock was down forever.
That's a well-known thing?
Yes.
Okay.
After guy, we don't need to get into
Taco Bell CEO just took over for Chipotle, and their stock went flying up.
Yeah, today.
Seriously?
I can't wait for the
today it went
box.
so far up.
So he left Taco Bell to go to Chipotle?
Yeah, now the stock is up like $100 or something like that.
Did you buy that stock?
No, I wish.
You never buy the right stock, Josh. So
anyway, here's some news. Buddy Murphy was called up on 205 Live.
Shit, I was gonna save that for NXT.
Damn.
Fuck.
The only thing I want to say about this, because I really don't know who that is, or watch 205 Live.
That's Alexa Bliss's boyfriend.
Yes.
But hold on. The only thing I want to say is he's
dying.
always been billed as 227, and he's on 205 Live.
Well, look, he lost the weight.
He had to cut weight.
He hasn't been on TV for a fucking year. He hasn't been on NXT at all. He's been doing
Well,
house
said that
shows.
he was a tag team champion, so I don't know. Okay.
He was.
Him
And
with Buddy Ryan? Buddy
Ryan. The Eagles coach?
No, it's Buddy Murphy and Blake.
Wesley Blake.
Wesley Blake. Shit.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles. But no, that's Alexa Bliss's boyfriend for many, many years now.
Right. If you look at his Twitter profile, it's him and Alexa in cartoon.
Hey, I don't know if
versions,
you
of course.
mentioned this at all or anywhere, but Booker T and Corey Graves like went on the radio and revealed that their whole rivalry was fake.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we did that last. Didn't we do that last week?
No, because it did it on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot to mention it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Right. You seem so disappointed in Andrew. Did you not think it was? You thought it was real?
No, I said I didn't give a shit.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully, no one out there thought it was real.
It was lame, like the way they did it. Like Josh did it better than that. when we did a walkout, it was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all for breaking news. So let's get to rumors.
Got a lot of good ones.
Rumors! Zack Ryder to win the Royal Rumble?
Maybe! Shawn Michaels coming back to join the Bullet Club? Please, God!
John Cena will finally turn heel?
No chance! Undertaker will wrestle for 20 more years? Confirmed!
All right, well, obviously, Dolph's back. His contract, everyone knew his contract was up, so obviously he signed an extension of some sort, but it's being reported by some people that it's a 2-year extension with WWE and he's getting $1.5 million, but, we already talked about this earlier, so.
Yeah, seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot.
Also, if The Rock isn't available for WrestleMania to be Ronda Rousey's partner against Triple H and Stephanie at WrestleMania, which is apparently still the plan to happen.
The plan, yeah.
The current favorites to replace him, because originally they said Braun Strowman would be the partner, but now his name is out, is gone from there. But the favorites to replace him are Kurt Angle, which makes sense because Triple H pedigreed Kurt at Survivor Series. Shane McMahon, which that doesn't really make sense at all because he didn't even sign Rousey. Like, he should be pissed he doesn't have Rousey on his roster.
Right.
And then Seth Rollins, which continues the feud with Triple H. But Kurt Angle makes the most sense, obviously, at this point.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's that, I guess.
So there's
but this match, even this match would make no sense. Triple H signs Rousey just to feud with her.
I don't know.
Like, in terms of the show, in terms of Raw, who are we supposed to believe got Rousey to join WWE? Did she just not sign with anyone and she just showed up to, like, at the end of the Royal Rumble?
Stop trying to make sense, Andrew. Stop it.
She came because Kurt Angle is an Olympic gold medalist.
Triple H has been promoting the crap. I mean, he's taking pictures with her. It's just like he's gonna sign her just to feud with
now
her.
My wife's gonna beat her ass.
Yeah, I just signed you so we could beat you up, get revenge from WrestleMania, whatever.
So there's no rumors about Rousey fighting for the belts at all?
Not right now.
Not right now. She's not even in the fucking league yet. Like, was she gonna start fighting for the belt?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, she will.
Well, Dolph Ziggler is gone for 7 weeks. He comes back and he's already in a.
She's only been training for a few months, as far as we know.
Have you heard about this Hogan rumor?
No, go ahead.
For New Japan?
Every couple months that. Yeah, well, I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, he almost joined the Bullet Club for a one night only in Wrestle Kingdom.
Right.
And apparently he wanted $750,000, and they were like, "Yeah, no."
They're also saying he did that just to, he did negotiations with them just to get WWE to try to bite and be like, "Oh, fine, come to us."
WWE.
We don't want you in New Japan. But yeah, the Bullet Club.
Do you think he could make us?
And I'm gonna list this. Are you done with rumors, Andrew?
I have a couple more, but go ahead.
I'm going to throw this under rumors, even though I think he said it. But I guess someone suggested to Floyd Mayweather that if he's going to come to UFC, that a good warm-up match would be CM Punk. and that he said, "Look, I don't even know who that is, but yeah, I'll whoop his ass first before I whoop Connor's ass." So now it's that could be a great thing for both guys, because CM Punk, he gets to fight a guy who's never been in UFC before. And Floyd gets to destroy a guy who can't fight for real.
Floyd will not beat Connor in an MMA match, but he will destroy the fuck out of CM Punk.
He'll just box him.
Right.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan on CM Punk versus Floyd Mayweather. Dude, that's the fight.
That would sell a lot of pay-per-views. It would sell a lot of pay-per-views.
Yeah, but Floyd versus
But it would be
McGregor
1 minute long.
It would be longer than that just because it's a boxing match at that point, but still.
You don't think so? CM Punk takes a few to the face and he's done?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, probably.
Glass jaw.
Anyway, that's all I got.
So last week on Rumors, we talked about how WWE might make the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal more important this year since the documentary comes out the same week as WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Did you hear who this is obviously it's a rumor, but the rumored favorite to win the match?
What? Who?
You want to take a guess?
Big Show.
The Hulk.
The Hulk?
I mean,
like from Marvel?
No, I mean, the
Mark
Hulkster,
Ruffalo?
the Hulkster.
Hulk Hogan.
No,
Hulk Hogan.
No, that like we were talking about that like it should be Hulk Hogan. We've said that
right.
prior weeks on the podcast. No, Goldberg.
Oh right, Goldberg. Yeah. Jesus.
I believe it. That's the sad part. I believe that's going to happen. I believe it.
Did they really pay him $1 million just to win a stupid battle?
$1 million? What would they pay him? Like 50 grand?
No, more than that, right?
100 grand. 100 grand?
250 maybe?
I would say the 500 minimum.
What? Okay, I guess. Well, he's going to be there. He's getting inducted Friday night. So why not, right?
That WrestleMania check is fat.
This is all making me very sad.
Okay, well, after WrestleMania, all pay-per-views are apparently becoming co-branded due to low ticket sales.
Good.
So that's a good
Fuck
thing.
yeah.
So that means there won't only be one time where Raw and SmackDown mingle?
No.
Correct.
It'll be every time now.
Every time.
So,
now, there probably won't be a lot of co-branded matches.
Right.
But it'll just be, like...
Well, do you think we're getting closer to a time where they're going to merge the shows again?
No.
No, they're going to keep them separate still?
They could do it whenever they want. They could have a super show whenever they want. No. Why would you do it again just to not do it again? Doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, just in the history of WWE, it seems like they break up, they get together, they break up, they get together, they break up, they get together.
Yeah, but now SmackDown is going live, so that changes everything.
Everything.
All right, so that is all for rumors. So now it is time for trivia.
So this might be a good one if we had Eric here, because I know Josh is not big on history,
right?
As he came, but only one WWE superstar in history has forfeited every major title.
Okay, can you specify? Like, is that's the main title, like the WWE Championship, the Intercontinental Championship?
Yes.
The tag team titles?
Tag team, yeah.
And is that it, or is that U.S. Championship as well?
No, like those, like every level. So, yeah, those three.
Shawn Michaels.
So I would say Shawn Michaels.
Did Josh say Shawn Michaels?
He did.
Oh! What?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't realize that would be that easy because a lot of people don't remember the IC one.
Oh, I remember the IC one. I remember the WWF Championship one. I don't how did he forfeit the tag titles? Was that with Stone Cold?
He forfeited them twice. Once with Diesel, and I forget the reasoning.
He lost his smile.
Yeah, but I don't think he had the tag team titles when he...
No, I know, but that's always the case.
I got to look it up again. I don't have it in front of me right now, so I don't want to go scrambling for it.
But the reason... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he forfeited the tag team titles twice. Twice.
Was the second one with Stone Cold?
I don't remember seeing Stone Cold's name, no.
So, no, they lost in a match. I think like Shawn walked out on him or something like that. But
no,
the reasoning for all of these is the same. And that's because Sean didn't want to do jobs back then.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, actually, no. The IC one, he got suspended for drugs.
He got
I
suspended.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what? The franchise fought Razor Ramon for the vacant title. Razor won it,
Yeah.
and then Sean came back to then both put their titles in the line. Yeah.
Right.
Whatever. So yeah.
All right.
So you got anything else to stump me, Joe?
Not tonight, man. God, you're too good.
I know. It's greatness.
That's a scary
Greatness.
scary thought there. So anyways, let's get to some fan questions.
All right.
First one is from Rito. Can Stone Cold sing the "What's Wrong with Wrestling" theme?
Oh.
Hashtag
okay.
is that a woman? That's everyone's favorite hashtag now.
My favorite. That might be my favorite thing you do now.
Is that a woman?
No. All right.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? Oh no. Andrew's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion.
Yeah, stuff like that.
What?
He sounds like me. And he.
Yeah, right.
All right. Burke, should the Andre the Giant Battle Royal be the event when surprise entrants return and not so much the Rumble, only to make
No.
help it make more of an attraction?
I mean, you could do it like the Rumble, but not instead of the Rumble. That's what makes the Rumble great.
Yeah,
What makes the Rumble great?
right. Yeah, exactly.
So don't take it away from the Rumble, but you can add. They've been doing that. I mean, Shaq, Diamond Dallas Page, they've been doing that.
Yeah. Well, Shaq
It's
did.
fine. Like, I don't mind. I don't care who you throw in that match because it's literally a nothing match
Right.
where you throw a bunch of guys in it. So honestly, if they brought back Goldberg and he won it, sure, okay. I mean, yeah, whatever. It's better than fucking Big Show winning it or Baron Corbin.
Well, and we know, like there's been 3 winners and 4 winners now, and none of them have been pushed.
Well, Mojo's kind of improved.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Mojo Rawley, Jesus.
And Cesaro has the tag titles now. Cesaro.
Cesaro was a good surprise. For a guy that was up and coming.
Cesaro was the United States champion before the fucking Battle Royal.
Yeah.
So no, that does not count. McLovin, does Michael Cole jizz more when he says it's boss time, or when he sees Roman show off his strength in a match? That is actually really tough.
Ooh, it's really hard.
Roman.
Oddly, he doesn't get more
It is really hard.
excited when Braun Strowman does feats of strength. Just Roman.
Oh.
I mean, Braun Strowman can lift cars and trucks.
I don't know. That's a great toss up for me.
That's a really hard one, Roman.
Yeah, Roman.
Because, he loves Roman. Cody Edwards, can we please hear Mexican Stone Cold again? You remember that, Josh?
I did Mexican Stone Cold?
No, I did Mexican
I was
Stone
about to
Cold.
say.
You don't even know Spanish.
I don't. That's why I was so confused. I remember now.
Remember I did it on the NXT
That's
podcast
right.
last
You were
week?
speaking Spanish, right? Try to order a cerveza again.
Oh,
and tell him you have diarrhea. You have to go to the bathroom.
I don't know all those words. I just had...
Have Leo teach you more.
Hola, me llamo Stone Cold.
Stunner.
May I please have a cerveza? I need, ¿Dónde está el baño? Stone Cold, por favor, diarrhea.
I don't know. Something like
Me llamo Stone Frio. Yo quiero una cerveza.
Yo quiero.
That's a beer.
Uno cerveza. What? Dos cervezas. What? Tres cervezas.
Just give me 3 beers.
Oh, wait. Okay, I got it.
I'm going to have uno cerveza, okay? Dos cervezas, okay? Tres cervezas, okay?
That's terrible. All right.
That was good.
I hope you like that, Cody.
Yeah.
Barry Kerrigan, will Elias spend the entire chamber match in the pod playing his guitar, and should he?
Oh, yeah.
He should.
You wouldn't hear it, though, but it would be funny.
Like, give him a microphone. That'd be great.
Give him a mic. Shut Cole up. Give him a microphone. That'd be hilarious. They should start the chamber like that, and now Elias, and he's in the pod already. Elias. He's in the pod. That'd be amazing. That's a great idea.
Yep.
Not so Rose Grump. If you could spiritually inhabit the soul of either the Universal title or the WWE title, knowing the lineage of those who've held it, which would you choose? That's easy.
If you could what?
Spiritually inhabit the soul of a championship title?
That's a very meta question.
I mean, the Universal Championship has had 4 champions.
Yeah, so not that one.
And only one good one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that means it's only been regaled 4 times, though.
I don't think that, no, they have not been regaled. Paige does not have, she didn't get her hands on it, okay?
We don't know that.
Chris,
She seems to got her hands on plenty.
Yeah.
she might get Braun's hands before it's all. Could you imagine that sex tape? Could you imagine that?
I'm not finished with you.
Oh my God. You wouldn't even see Paige. She'd be buried.
Wait,
under it.
hold on. Roy, and where do you think you're putting that, darling?
Are you ready to, are you ready for, anal? This is my house! Terrible. Chris Leahy, you're all terrible. Chris Leahy.
Yeah.
Chris Leahy, Pushfire Barry, IC title match at Mania. The Miz versus Elias, The Miz versus Rollins, The Miz versus Balor.
Push Miz versus Elias.
Yeah, give Elias the strap and he'll go face that night. That'd be great.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bury the shit out of Miz versus Roman.
And then bury Rollins and fire the Balor one. Why would Balor take the IC time?
Right.
Or it doesn't matter.
Kayfabe Jobber, this is a good one. Pushfire Barry, Alexa's face, Lana's boobs, or Liv Morgan's ass.
I'm going to fire Lana's boobs.
Okay. I'm more of an ass man.
I'm going to push the ass, and I'll bury the face.
Really?
Oh, that has
I would...
Hold on, I'm going to say that out loud. I'm going to fire tits, push the ass, and bury your face. In the... I'm going to keep saying that.
I'm going to push your ass.
Bury your face.
And bury your face in the pillow while I push your ass.
Yeah.
I just want to go on record. Alexa Bliss's face is better than the other 2.
And I'm going to set your tits on fire.
I'm going to fire them tits out your ass.
This is a weird one. Crail Johnson, Pushfire Barry, Raven, MVP, and D'Lo Brown.
Who's the first one?
Raven, MVP, and D'Lo Brown. I don't know if I'm pushing any of these guys, quite frankly.
I'll push D'Lo. I like D'Lo.
Yeah, all right.
He was kind of fun.
He was a good European champion.
Fire MVP. I never liked MVP.
Me either. Me either. He read the Booker T roast. He did his whole roast like off his iPhone. He just read his iPhone. He just stood up there and read his iPhone. It was terrible.
Sheldon Benjamin was the best that night. He was pretty funny.
No. Well, he wasn't the best, but he
was
bad.
funny.
Jericho was the best.
Oh yeah, Jericho was amazing.
Because he was the only one that actually roasted Booker T.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Brian Conde. Blue pill, red pill. Okay, the red pill, you're all hired by WWE to run the show for 5 years, but Roman has to be the Universal Champion the entire time.
Fine. I'll build other stories around it.
Or, blue pill, Roman retires tomorrow, but you never get to work for WWE.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's retarded. Of course, Roman's gone and we never worked for the company.
Yes. Because, like... Everyone's going to hate us if Roman's the champion.
Right.
Oh, you guys put on a shit show.
We'll just make the Universal title basically like a 205 Live title. Like,
yeah.
We just never see it, and he fights jobbers.
It's all in the pre-show matches.
Right.
Brett Allen, the world's largest guitar, is 43.5 feet long, 16 feet wide, and weighs 2,255 pounds. What are the chances it will get these hands?
Highly. That's well within Braun's strength.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Let's see.
Still an amazing segment.
Harrison Crook, if you could make just one change on the current road to WrestleMania, what would you change and why? For me, that's easy. don't have Roman and Lesnar. Just don't do that.
But it hasn't been set yet. It's not set in stone.
It's set in stone.
Anyone can win that chamber match.
Okay, but what will we change? There's nothing set right now, Josh.
You have Finn Balor win.
Let Braun win the title finally at WrestleMania.
Braun.
You're setting him up as the Hogan anyway, so might as well just let WrestleMania end with him holding the title. I think the fans would love it.
Yeah, of course they would. And then he could do a concert after he wins, right?
Yeah, with the cello.
I won, so now, and then The Rock comes out. They do a duet. Oh, it'd be so great.
And then he has a WrestleMania match with the Wyatt family again, right?
You're right there?
Yeah, I got something in my eye. Sorry.
Okay.
I was rubbing it. I guess it was going against my microphone. What else?
Oh, yes, it was. That's all for fan questions.
Oh.
All right.
So make sure you next week we'll be doing predictions for Elimination Chamber.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I guess I'll have to be back.
Well, Josh won't, but we will.
I'm coming for that belt. Are you
Eric
kidding me?
should be back. You're never going to get it again.
No one's ever going to get it.
No, that's true, man.
I'm convinced of that now.
Hey, as long as you can admit that, that's all that matters.
It's been admitted. Until one of us wins it, then I will take it back.
So until I retain my title, make sure you subscribe to our podcast and give us a 5-star review wherever you listen.
Yep.
Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow it on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. We have t-shirts available at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for just $19.99. And you can become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for exclusive rewards that you can't get anywhere else.
Anywhere else.
And that's it.
All right. Good show. Thank you, Josh.
And fans, you demanded me to make an appearance, so I showed up. So feel free to inundate Andrew and Joe with requests of me to return.
Well, you know,
and like Beetlejuice, I will be back.
Honestly, Josh, at this point, the more people hate you, the better chance of you returning.
Well, you know
it's a large population.
You know
you're the best heel we've got, man.
You know how Ziggler just turned babyface again on SmackDown, by default?
Yeah.
That's how you got here tonight, Josh.
Aww.
Eric wasn't here. Joe's out of town, so we needed one more person. Who are you going to call? Who would drive an hour to get here? Oh, Josh. Who's desperate enough?
Who has to drive an hour back now at 12:30?
Oh no, it'll be much later than that.
Yeah. We're recording the NXT show right now.
Oh Jesus! You have to watch it then record it?
No, we watched it already.
Oh I'm kidding. No.
Son of a bitch. I guess I'm recapping it. Hey, check for that on Patreon. Speaking of Patreon,
that's right.
Exclusive to Patreon, just $1 a month gets you the NXT podcast. So check it out.
If you enjoy Josh's voice, I'm only worth $1.
That's it. You're only worth $1. All right. Good show, guys. We'll see you guys next week for Elimination Chamber predictions.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, it kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every You made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with